Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and it's gas time today. So we're looking forward to 5 more puzzles from the gas giants, Philip Newman, Bill Murphy, and Clover, who run these puzzles every day on the daily Sudoku channel on the Discord server, where people have a lot of fun with them. Gas is genuinely approachable Sudoku, so it's Sudoku where everybody can have a go and everybody can finish if they just persevere, even if you're new to variant Sudoku. And often it's a great way to introduce the rules of variant Sudoku. So what I will do in a moment is read the blurbs, meaning what was written on the Discord server about each puzzle on the day that it came out, which is about a month ago. I'm doing these every 4 days at the moment to try and catch up a bit. And then we will have a go at the puzzles one at a time, going for a reasonably fast time. There are prizes for fast times. You get a dinosaur if you finish, but if you're in a certain time that'll be listed below the video, you get 1 hat. And if you're in a even faster time, you get 2 hats. And I'm on my longest ever run of 2 hat times at the moment. So I'm hoping that will go on, but I dare say that the constructors, who will have known that this run was beginning a month ago, will be lining up to become my nemesis and kill off that run. We'll see. Now, but I mean, they're always very fair about the times that they post for everybody, so we'll see. Now, what's going on the channel? Well, on Patreon, in 1 week from today, we will have the new Alice in Sudoku Land challenge for you. It's really good, so I think you'll enjoy it. We're really looking forward to bringing that to you, and we think it'll be, well, a little bit easier, is my opinion, than the fossil hunt. So do get ready for it. I think you'll enjoy it. What else have we got going on? We've got well, I mean, there's the Discord server as mentioned. You can find that on the links under the video. All our apps, very good stuff there. Arrow Sudoku, I see here on the screen. We have an Arrow Sudoku app, which has been very popular, along with 7 others. So do check it out. And our merchandise and stuff. So anyway, the first links under the video will be to these puzzles. Now, sometimes we do F puzzles links. I don't know what's going on today. I'll figure this out as we go along. Anyway, let's start with the puzzle from January 23rd. Oh, by the way, we're going to get to the 600th day of gas puzzles at the end of this video. So hats off to the constructors. Basically, 4 constructors with occasional guests have kept this going that whole time, and my hat is off to them. They're brilliant. Anyway, we start with this puzzle on the screen from January 23rd by Philip, called How is Gattai Pronounced in Japanese? Asking for a pun. Philip's never afraid to let us into his process, which is great. He says, did you ever think to yourself, self, what's up? How's it going? You stroke me, taking care of your stroke myself? So, I stroke you had a crazy idea. What if you stroke I make a puzzle with 5 tiny Sudoku grids? No? Well, if you did, you might answer, oh, hi, self, doing all right. How about your stroke myself? Isn't that just called a gatai? Also, R stroke am, you stroke I, sure, your stroke I'm not actually Clover. This is more her jam. Good luck if you followed that. Today's gas is a mini gatai arrow Sudoku. I don't know what gatai is. Is this like samurai, which is kind of combining of puzzles? Right, the rules are these. In each grid, normal 1 to 4 Sudoku rules apply. So that's a grid with 1 to 4 in every row column and 2 by 2 box. The central grid overlaps with each other grid in 3 cells. Yeah, those 3 cells are the overlap between the central grid and the one I highlighted a moment ago. Cage borders are a reminder that the 2 by 2 regions of both grids apply to these overlaps. Oh, I see, the cages, yeah, they replicate these boxes. Right, okay, I get that. And along arrows, digits must sum to the circled total, but we're only using the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Digits may repeat if allowed by other rules. There's a spoilered hint, which I don't get to see. And the dinosaur, if that's what you get on this puzzle, is a Gattai Gobi Titan. So that is day 1. Then we go to day 2, which... Ooh, Teeny Tiny Thermos by Clover. Good morning, friends, and welcome to Tiny Puzzle Appreciation Week. And good morning, Mark. Yes, we're trying to set a record for how many grids you'll be solving in a gas video. I hope you like 4x4s. Is this going on all week? Oh my goodness. Today's gas is a very tiny thermogatai. I hadn't heard of the word gatai until 2 minutes ago, and I have a feeling I'm going to see it a lot now. The puzzle contains 5 overlapping 4x4 Sudoku grids. Well, we understand that now. Within each 4x4 Sudoku grid, normal 4x4 Sudoku rules apply. So that's 1 to 4 in every row, column and box. Wherever 2 grids overlap, blah, 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 yeah, we've seen that. Be careful. Even if it looks like 2 cells can see each other, they might not actually be in the same 4x4 grid. If this is the case, then those 2 cells could have the same digit. So I suppose that one... No, where is that a significant issue? That one and that one, they kind of look like they see each other, but they could have the same... Oh no, that one and that one could have the same digit even, could they? Yeah, I think they could. Ooh, yeah, we have to watch out for that. I've been caught by that sort of thing in larger puzzles before. There are also some thermometers in the grid. Along each thermometer, digits must strictly increase, not necessarily consecutively, starting from the round bulb. Digits that are joined by a dotted line must be equal. Ah, I see. So these are sort of clone digits. Okay. The dinosaurs plural, are quintuplet Gantosauruses, not Gattai-sauruses. No, Quantosauruses. I can't read. Wow. Okay, this is going to be an interesting set of puzzles. I'm expecting to see another Gattai. It's Serial Killer Gattai by Bill Murphy. More like Gat Why Not. Today's gas is a very tiny serial killer's Gattai. And yes, the 4x4 rules apply again. I'm not going to read them out every time. Thank goodness they've done all these in one bunch. Digits in cages must sum to the total at the top left corner, and each cage must have at least 1 repeated digit. Repeated digits may repeat more than once, and more than 1 digit in a cage may repeat where it doesn't break any other Sudoku rules. Okay. There are repeated digits in these cages. Weird, okay? The dinosaur is a sanguine Santana raptor. I hope that's named after Carlos Santana. No idea. And we go on to Philip's Gattai Another Day. So he obviously got some pun suggestions. How about the Gattai Who Loved Me? Oh yeah, he says alternate titles for today's puzzle. Live and Gattai. Gattai Who Loved Me. 4x4 Gattais Only. I don't get that. Tomorrow Never Gattais. What's the only James Bond title? You only live twice. I don't know. Sorry. Tomorrow Never Gattais. This one is clearly untrue. No time to Gattai. Also wrong. You have redacted time to Gattai. Okay, that's about the timing. Today's gas is a mini Gattai region sum line Sudoku. Okay, these 4x4 rules repeated. Although actually, yes, they've gone a bit further out this time, the cages. Along each line, the digits in every region it passes through have the same sum. So in the top left grid, row 2, those 2 equal the same as that. So it's equal sum lines. The dinosaur is a bonded boner titan. Now, is this going on to the 5th day? It is. I Am Your Little Samurai by Clover. Well, Samurai is more the title, I think, for these things. If you're reading this, you've made it to the end of our epic 25 grid week. I see, because there's 5 grids every day. Here at Gas HQ, a week is defined as the number of days covered by a single Mark video. Anyway, thanks for sticking around. We've all learnt a lot about ourselves. Did you know before this week that a tiny part of your brain was fully convinced that 6 was a digit between 1 and 4? I sure didn't. I'll watch out for that. This tiny consecutive pairs Gattai, and then we go through the normal Gattai rules, and digits separated by a white dot must be consecutive. Not all possible dots are necessarily given. The dinosaur is a cognitive Clausaurus, and with that we go back to the first one. And I'm going to take these on, and we'll see how hard they are with all these combining grids and so on. Gosh, I've no idea. I'm going to restart my clock each time, see how I do. Let's get cracking. So, this is long. No, this is better, because 4 is the biggest digit we can have, which needs a 1 and a 1-2 pair. So that's a 3-4 pair in that cage. That's a 2-3 pair, sorry, in that box. Now this could be a 3 with lots of 1s on it, as far as I can tell. I think, oh, but this can't be a 1, right, because, no, hang on, we can't read across from there, that's idiotic. Gosh. Okay, this just shows I don't really understand this format. One of those is a 4, one of those is a 1, none of that does me any good. This is a 3 or a 4, let's do that. And these are all 1s or 2s, in fact at least 2 of them are 1s. So a 1 must see those cells, and those cells, and those cells. Oh, at least 1, well that can't be a 1, that can't be a 1, neither of those can be a 1 because they'd stop both of those being 1s, which would break this. So the only place for 1 in this 2x2 box is there. Now, what's that going to do for us? This can't be a 1 because of that 1. That's not a 1 because we've pencil marked it. So there's a 1 in one of those 2 cells. That is now a 2, and that's going to determine this line. Takes away the degree of freedom. That's where 1 goes. And we can do all the 1s in the central blue grid. Now, along here we've got 2 and 3 to place. And that makes this a 4 in blue. This is a 3-2 pair. Yeah, I'm just focusing on the blue grid now because I think, well, I can nearly finish it off, not quite. Yes, I can finish it off just by, ooh, that wasn't meant to be a 4, just by Sudoku rules. There, we get a 2 in a circle, which needs 2 1s, that's good. 3. That can't be a 2, interestingly, even though it's on an arrow. Right. 1, 3, yeah, we can finish off this southern grid. Then we can go over to the eastern one. That 2 is looking at that digit. Lots of eye wings here now. Yeah, that's good. Okay, we're finishing off east. Then maybe, okay, let's have a look at this. That can't be a 1. Yes, that's right. So those are in. That's a 4 to complete its region. 1 and 2, 3, 4 pair there. That is a 3. It sees 1, 2, and 4. You just have to be very careful, as Clover said, about what sees what in this. That is a 3 in the grey west grid. 2 and 1 here. I don't think that's obvious. 3 and 4 here. So that must be 3 or 4 as well. So now we get a 2 in the row. This is either 1 or 2, and because of that 2 we've put, it must be 1. Oh, that's in a very interesting way to finish off. I think this is right. 4, 3, 4, and a 3 there will finish. 3 minutes 33. What a wonderfully symmetric time for a grid with repeated rules in it. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. Thank you, Philip. I think that, I don't know, either that's a gentle introduction to Gattai, or surely it's obvious how Gattai is pronounced in Japanese. I mean, I would always go with the sort of IPA version of a diphthong when I see one, and it normally is right. Simon often doesn't. I must teach him those at some point. Anyway, we will go off to teeny tiny thermos, and we had some clone cells as well. Okay, let's just restart the clock and give this a try. This is a different shape, of course. Right, let's pencil mark these thermos. I don't know any other way, frankly. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Now I have got lots of pairs, lots of 2, 3 pairs specifically. Interesting. So that's given me a lot of digits. These are all going to be 2 or 3. That's weird. Okay, we're going to have to get those disambiguated from outside. Now, that is on the end of a thermo, but it can't be a 4 now. So 3 or 2 there, 2 or 1 there. The 4 in this row must be here. The 4 in this column is there, so we can place the last 4 in the grid. Again, 1, 2, 2, 3. Even pencil marking 2 cell thermos is sometimes incredibly helpful. And look, that 2 is going to give us all the 2 3s in this central grid, like that. Now, 2, 4, 1, that's a 3, that's a 1. Oh, can't do those yet. 3 there. 2, 3. Now I can do these clones. We get a 1 over here and a 2 up here. Let's go to the northeast where we have at least got some thermos. That is not 2 or 3, so that's 1. And this is not 4, so it's 3. So we finish off that. This is a 2-1 pair. The thermo tells us which way round 3 and 4 go. Didn't need that. We had that 4. 1, 3, 4, 2, 1, 2. That's all worked fine. That can't be a 1, so it's a 3. That must then be the 2. 4, 1. 1 and 3 here. Now, I don't actually, it looks like those are helping. They're not. That 2 says this is a 1 or 3 as well, so that's 4. 2 is here. That's 1 or 3. Is this resolved? Yes, it's resolved from up here, of course. 1, 3, 1, 3. The 2 is the clone digit. In it goes. So that's a 4, that's a 3. This is a 2, 3 pair. They can go in. This is a 2, 1 pair. 3, 4, 1, 4, 1, 2. And there we go. 2 minutes 33. So whipped a minute off the previous puzzle's time. So it's not too hard once you get the hang of this stuff. That's interesting. And I do find juggling the digits 1, 2, 3, 4 a geometric progression degree easier than juggling 1 to 9, I suppose. Anyway, now what was this? Cages. Oh, including repeat digits. That's so strange. This might throw me. Let's have a go. Let's get cracking. 14. Okay, that's 2 lots of 3, 4. Because they see each other, it must be. 6 is 3 lots of, or 2 lots of 1, 2. Now, so these are 3, 4 pairs. These are 3, 4 pairs, yes. These are 1, 2 pairs. Now, the only digit that can repeat... Oh, hang on, those 2 digits could be repeats in this 7 cage. Is that right? That is right. That's really annoying. Okay, in fact, that's a 1, 2 pair in this beige box. That's 1, 2. That's a 3, 4 pair. So they can be repeats. But they add up to somewhere between 2 and 4. So it can't be 2. That number is 3 or 4 to make the total up to 7. And those are the repeats. So they must be repeated 2s with a 3 there. That's intriguing. That is really quite intricate logic there, actually. Nice. Okay, that didn't go right. Let's just rewind. I was trying to do 1, 2, 1, 2. And also the corners are done. And that's a 2, and I can't actually do the rest of the cages there. Now, I can put in 1, 2s in all these places, and in fact they're resolved here, which is going to rotate around the green boxes. Nice. Now, what's going on here? 3, 4 in both those cells, so it's got to be a repeated 3 to allow that to be a 1, which looks so ugly, but it is right. 4 there, 3 there, 4 there. This central cage is done. This is a very interesting one. I like the way this works. I mean, I don't dislike any of the others, but this has sort of had surprises in it already. Now we've still got more to do. This purple 3, 4, 2, 1. That is in a purple box. This is a part of a 3-4 pair. This is part of a 1-3 pair. You see the repeated digit is going to be a bit harder to deduce here. 1, 3, 4. What? This time that has to be the repeated digit, doesn't it? Because of how this purple box, the purple grid, does obey the rules. There we go. So that's how this one works, which is again a little bit different from how the others worked. That's a 1-4 pair. I'm going to have to do something similar here. 4 there, 1 or 2 there. That's a 4. This is a 2-3 pair. Again, yes, those have to be a repeated digit. We now know it's a 2. We get a 4 there to make up the total. Lovely puzzle. Really interesting. I haven't quite finished it. Sorry. That's a 3. That's it. 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. There we go. 3 minutes 17. That felt a lot longer. It felt like I suppose with the first Gattai puzzle I was discovering things about how it was put together, but with that one I was discovering how that repeat digit in cages rule was used. Very interesting build. Right, Gattai another day. Now these are equal sum lines. Okay, I understand that. Let's restart the clock, see how we do. So that has to include a 1. It's either 1 and 2 or 1 and 3 to make a 3 or 4. So there has to be a 1 there as well. Let's pencil mark that in. Does there have to be a 1 here? It's exactly the same. Of course there does. So that's now not a 1, and that is a 1. And one of those is a 1, so that's not a 1. That's obvious, sorry. So we get a 1 here. That is 3 or 4. Same again here, there's a 1 on this line, so it's there. That's a 4 by Sudoku, so that's a 3. That's going to unwind all of these things. That's a 1-2 pair. This is a 4. In fact, that's a 2 by Sudoku. 3. Oh, that's very nice. Haven't started in the central box this time, which is surprising. 2, 4. That's a 3. Yeah, that's all worked. Now, this is a 1-2 pair. That's a 1. That's a 3-4 pair. That's a 1-3 pair. We can't put 1 on the end of the line, so we will put 3 there. Then that has to be made up by a 2-1 pair. That can't be a 3. Oh, it could be, because that could be the same as that. 3 or 4. That's 3 or 4. That's 3 or 4. I don't think we're going to finish off this box next, so let me go somewhere else. That can't be. Oh yes, that's repeating in each region. I wonder if you could get a confusing line that looked in one box like it was in 2 regions and in another box like it was only in 1. Don't know. 1-2 pairs all over the place here. Giving me some 3-4 pairs. Now there's got to be a 1 on that line. That's not very helpful. Okay, let's go down. I'm getting confused here now. Has to be a 1 there. So these are from 2, 3, 4. I don't think that pencil marking is sensible. What about this? Yeah, that's 1, 2 or 1, 3 again. So this is 3 or 4. So that's forming a pair with that. This is 1 or 2. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know how to disambiguate this. Maybe I should have kept focusing up here. There's a 3-4 pair. That's a 2. Yes, I should have done. 2, 4, 2. Now that makes a big difference. 3 there. 1-2 pair there. That is a 2 by Sudoku. So I can finish off the central box using Sudoku skills. Right, that puts a 2 on the repeat line. This, I don't know. But that 1 says this isn't a 1. So we get the 1 there. We finished off all the 1s in the grid. There must be a 4th 2. It's in the corner. So those 2 add up to 3, and that's going to polish off this grid. Very neat puzzle. Again, unsurprisingly, that's a 4 by Sudoku. That's a 3. In fact, that's a 2, and that's a 1. Now, this is a repeat digit. That's a 4. Yeah. And apparently that's enough to finish the puzzle. It is. 1, 2. Oh, I haven't done the northeast box. That's a 1-3 pair. This is a 2-4 pair, so that makes the repeat digit a 3, and again that is enough to finish the puzzle. 4 and 3. That is clever. Right, the longest so far, but still under 4 minutes for every puzzle. So I'm very confident of amassing all my hats to date. And now I'm Your Little Samurai by Clover with some Kropki consecutive dots. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. I haven't, Clover, run into this problem of thinking 6 is a genuine digit, which is good. Right, that's a 1-3 sequence around that 2. That's a 2-4 sequence around that 3. This is odd, so it's 3. So that's a 2-4 sequence around that. This is even, so it's 2. Bother. Where now? That can't be a 2, 3, 4 sequence because that can't be a 1. So it's a 1, 2, 3 sequence. Oh, that's a very neat way of getting a sort of break in, even in a tiny puzzle. Very well done, Clover. 3, 2 or 4, but that's become 4. Right, there we go. That's that. Now, this can't be 4, so it must be the other extreme. 1, we put a 3 there. 2 and 4. That's a 1, that's a 3 now. Are these definitely going to disambiguate? Yes, of course they are. 2, 3, 1, 4. Excellent. Now, this pair doesn't include a 2, so it's a 3, 4 pair. That must be a 2. Gives us a couple of 1s. This is a 3, 4 pair, and that's a 2, 3 pair, but these two, I don't know, I feel like I should be able to tell whether they have the same parity. I'll come back to that. Not sure I can do it off the top of my head. 3, 4, 2. You see, that one's just finished off. So let's have a look here. They don't include a 3, so it's a 1, 2 pair. 4 there. This now is in the middle of a sequence, not including a 4, so it's a 2. And this is in the middle of a sequence. It's not 1 or 2, so it's 3. And this one is finishing off. So I now have to come back to the only one I'm finding difficult here in the bottom left. That's a 1, 4 pair, which is not interesting. That's a sequence not including a 2, so it's a 3, 4 sequence. We get a 1 there. Maybe Sudoku will get me home without having to worry too much. That's a pair. I don't know. They include a 3 because it's either 2, 3 or 3, 4. So that becomes a 4. And that does it. 3, 2, 3. There we go. 2 minutes 32. I think the quickest of all by 1 second. And those were fun. I mean, they were quick hitters, to be fair. I'll be interested to know how everybody else found them when they were doing them on the Daily Sudoku channel, or indeed doing them from this video, because I guess I'm lucky. I've done quite a lot of samurai-style puzzles, samurai/gatai style puzzles, and I have worked with 1, 2, 3, 4 a bit, so the limited possibilities are fairly familiar, but they didn't seem too difficult, thank goodness. You know, in each case, if you came across the puzzle in the wild, you might spend longer understanding the rules than actually applying them. And that's just nice for genuinely approachable Sudoku. Yet again, the guys hit the mark. So thank you very much to them. And thank you to you for watching. Hope to see you again soon on the channel. Bye for now.